Hey, I'm killing some time before I need to go to my behavioral health appointment, so I thought I would start my Best of 2018 series. This is going to be just some casual runs of a lot of the games I really enjoyed last year. I'll be playing some Musou games, of course. I'll play some Warriors Orochi 4, some Dynasty Warriors 9, this, Assault Spy, maybe a couple Switch games as well. Some of them will be games that didn't come out in 2018, but that I actually played in 2018, like Fire Emblem Musou, probably some Pokken and things like that. So I think it'll be a fun way to kill some time until the next set of releases comes out. So obviously it's going to be Vesperia next week. So I'm going to run a full melee build today. This is with what I like to call my my combination of mods. I didn't make any of these mods. They're all just mods from the Wizard of Legend Discord. So I basically call this Wizard of Legend Turbo. I have this cloak on. I increased the running speed to kind of increase the pace of the game. I don't remember exactly how much I increased the CDR by, but I actually nerfed it quite a bit to make so that there was still a chance of actually dying if I don't play well. I have the innate parrying on. Also, the window has been increased slightly. The Chaos Scanner is an innate item as well, meaning that you can always see the health bars of the enemies. And I believe that's it, so let's go ahead and get started. And now on their Kickstarter page, they're actually talking about having the next update, which is going to be the Air Palace update. It's going to be new moves and new enemies. There's also going to be an option for an endless run, which I think would be awesome. You can't really make crazy builds in this game, unfortunately, because the game ends too quickly. And I'm curious, like, what the post-launch support for this will be after they get all the Kickstarter stuff done, because this game sold, like, probably way better than they thought. I think it sold, like, last I checked, it was like 500,000 copies, which for a game like this is pretty bonkers. Oh, I also forgot to mention I have the melee only mod on, which makes it so that only the Arcana that the game considers to be melee will spawn. Just to make it more like a beat 'em up. I've still got quite a bit of work to do on my Switch file. I need to finish the game another couple times before I can fully unlock everything. That's kind of a tough decision. I'm not sure which one to take. I'll go with this. There's only like 20 or so moves that are actually considered to be melee by the game, so you actually run into a lot of the same thing. But obviously this is a mod, it's not the way the game is normally intended to be played, so it's fine. And I have the Clarity mod on as well, which tells you what the items do. Go ahead and grab this. Try to find the shop here. Dice of the Nemesis is really good. So I'm going to go ahead and go for that after I clear the room. Yo, that parry. I really like that this game has like things that actually change the game. It's not all just damage up and stuff. There are some crap items in this game, but it's definitely a lot less than what you're used to. And it's nice that the mods allow you to have some of those game-changing things on as innate items instead of having to wait for them to drop. I remember when this came out, I thanked the developers for actually making wizards that are cool, instead of just making them crotchety old men that cast spells slowly. It's definitely something that should be appreciated about this game. Tearing Whirlwind would be pretty good, but I'd rather get something that actually does single target damage. So I don't think I'm going to take any of this stuff. Try to get a little more money. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. It's probably more useful with another build. I don't want that. Ah, Arc Spear is pretty good. Alright. Since you only have 6 slots, sometimes it can be really hard to manage bossing. Like, Tearing Whirlwind is great for just regular mobs because of the ability to just knock them into pits instantly. Especially if you have the item that makes it so you can't fall in the pits, but it does pretty bad damage against bosses. Boom. This is not really the way to play the game if you want a challenge, but I think it is quite fun. Now, eventually this game gets to the point where you can clear it pretty consistently anyway, unless you just get really bad items. It's definitely more skill-based than a lot of other roguelikes. Especially since you have a lot of control over the beginning of the run. Alchemist Stone is like one of the best cursed items you can get under any circumstance once you've unlocked everything, since there's basically no real disadvantage to it. Did knock him off. Ah, Stygian turtle shell is definitely a great item to have. Try to get that upgraded arc spear, so see if I can find some more money. There's a couple enemies still left on the map, so should be able to afford it. One of the downsides to running a melee-only build is that you can get hit by a lot of damage consecutively and get comboed. Everybody. I think they should look at the balancing of those generic shadow guys, because they're like one of the most dangerous enemies, especially once you get towards the later end of the game. I forgot to mention I also added a mod where the boss chest will always drop an item, which is just for fun to try out more stuff. And pretty much, PC version is like my fun version of the game, and then the Switch version is like the vanilla one for obvious reasons. Yep, still play this quite a bit on the Switch, just not that much recently. But since they're actually talking about releasing the Sky Palace update soon, thought I would jump back into it. Forgot the item. Whatever. I don't remember what that one does. Got a pretty good balance of crowd control and single target DPS right now. But I'm also not playing very well, so it doesn't matter much. Playing a lot better last night when I was not recording. Sure, I'll take that. It's not much better than the build I currently have, though. I think I remembered them saying something about actually removing a lot of the stuff that was just boring extra damage, which I think is definitely what stands out about this game. Once they add the endless mode, I think builds will have more importance. This game is pretty short. I like how it doesn't have, like, ridiculously long, you know, run length. That's one thing that always really turns me off. Like, roguelikes in general. Yeah, now I wish I had Tearing Whirlwind. A little late for that now, though. There's only one more level left. Alright, final stretch here. Earth is widely considered to be the hardest level to get at the end, because the enemies get powered up and their buffs are pretty ridiculous compared to the other two areas. Try to find the shop. Oh, actually, I see it over there through the level boundary. That's not the shop, though. That's the move shop. Some pretty bad luck, the level generation this run. If this was a speed run, this would be probably a good candidate for a reset. Yeah, the map too little too late. Nah, none of this stuff is really useful at this point. Which is kind of what I mean about the game being short. you don't really have a lot of time to test out a lot of things. So I'm glad that they're going to be addressing that. It's going to be a free update as well, so if you own the game on any of the platforms it's available on, you'll be getting that. It's all supposed to be coming out on the same day, according to them. Alright, final boss. Got a pretty good single target build, so should be fine. Especially with all the mods I'm using. If you have the Dice of the Nemesis and you have a lot of moves that have multiple hits, there's a really high chance for the proc. So with this build, it actually stands out quite a bit because I have like Shock Assault, Shearing Chain, and then Arc Spear. I actually got some parries in there as well. Cool. Hopefully they'll add something where you can actually take more starting items and you would not need to use mods. That way that console players could use it. Yeah, having some stuff like, you know, the parry item and the chaos scanner is not really game breaking. The parry item is still pretty risky to use. You do get signature meter for using it, but the window on the vanilla game is really small, so even if you have that mod on and you don't have the mod that increases the window, it's like not really that big of a deal. Anyway, that's it for now. I need to go ahead and catch the bus, go to my behavioral health appointment, so I'll probably continue with another Best of 2018 game tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Peace.